Welcome to Pisces Tarot, and I am your host, Mimi Lightseer. Your business is my business. Today, we will dive into your business with a timeless relationship reading, which means it could be platonic, professional, or romantic. In this session, we will explore the overall energy of your reading, obtain cosmic insights to identify the topics, spill the tea on the energies involved, uncover the positives and the negatives while revealing the lessons that you need to learn, and suggest actions for healings and the best possible outcomes. Remember, this is a general reading, and you have found it when this message is needed. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. Remember, I am LGBTQ plus friendly, using pronouns for storytelling purposes. Lastly, please like, rate, subscribe, and comment. Let me know how this message is connecting with you. And without further ado, let's get into your business. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Pisces Tarot, everybody. I am your host. I am Mimi Lightseer, and over here at Pisces Tarot, your business is my business. And ooh, child, we about to get into somebody's business. Good morning to my guppies, my friends who are on the graveyard shift, and good evening to my international family. What's up to everybody watching behind the scenes on TikTok this morning? Good morning. Listen, out of an abundance of caution, in light of what's going on geopolitically, I would strongly advise, if you're watching behind the scenes on TikTok today, to go ahead and follow me at Mimi Lightseer. If you are new to Pisces Tarot, go ahead and put a star in the chat. If you are a returning friend, go ahead and put a fish in the chat. We love to recognize our new and our returning friends over here in the sea, okay? Listen, everybody, listen. We got an agenda today. We have, first of all, we'll start out with a energy cleanse, which is a brief meditation and sound bowl cleansing, followed by some divine downloads or insights and earworms. And today I got an earworm for you guys. Then I will give you guys an overall energy reading for the collective with some insights and observations, followed by an overall tarot card reading with confirmations of everything that I told you. And we'll button this up with some closing thoughts. But for now, as we move forward, if you are ready to get into this reading, go ahead and find your scrub brushes, toothbrushes, any kind of brushes. Welcome, everybody. It is time for us to get ready to get into this reading, because some of y'all been tossing and turning like me, can't sleep. Some of y'all coming in from the club. Some of y'all just waking up. Some of y'all are at work and been dealing with somebody getting on your last doggone nerve. But before we can put ourselves into a position of receiving, it is imperative that we cleanse our energy so that we can receive what the messages are, all right? So if you're ready to get into it, put your scrub brushes, toothbrushes, hair brushes, whatever kind of brushes you can find in the chat, and let's get into this reading. Here we go. Now, before we move forward, let's take a minute to level set and ground ourselves. And the simplest way of doing this is by cleansing our energy through breath work and sound. We're going to take in a couple of deep breaths, hold it, and exhale very slowly, okay? With each inhale, we want to be able to invite clarity and balance. And with each exhale, we want to release any negativity, any tensions, or distractions, okay? All right, so we're going to do this 3 times. Here we go. Ooh, yes. All right, y'all. Now let's clear up any remaining stagnant energy and come one into alignment with presence, okay? Here we go. We got our girl Boo Boo for this. Now let's see if she gonna be acting funny today. Here we go. Look at her. Do this again. Divine Spirit, I call upon you and ask you for your guidance during this reading with your wisdom. Please surround me with your love and your light. Help me to receive clear and accurate messages. May this reading bring insight, clarity, and understanding for the highest of all of those who are involved and for the harm of none. Amen, 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 amen. All right, everybody, if y'all are ready for some fun, safe, interactive, but honest conversation, yo, remember, this is a safe space. Ain't nobody judging you, boo. Your transparency and your honesty, most of all, your engagement is appreciated, okay? We have all been a fool in love, and today just may be your turn, okay? But it's 1:30 in the morning. We ain't got nowhere to go. We ain't got nothing to do, all right? Listen, if y'all ready for an engaging, fun, dynamic time, I need y'all to go ahead and find those cooking emojis. Go ahead and find those cooking emojis, because baby, it is time for us to get into this reading. And I'm telling you, I got an earworm for y'all. So if y'all ready for this, here we go. Now, every day before I do a reading, I always take time to reflect upon the immediate energies that Spirit is showing me. And sometimes it's a divine download and sometimes it's an earworm. And today I have an earworm for you guys. This artist, for many reasons, I feel is one of the most disrespected artists. And I know that can be very strong for some people, but I feel like this artist has been overshadowed, right? For many different reasons, which are understandable and justifiable. However, I feel like this artist is a very hardworking, talented artist, okay? And so this song came out in 2019, okay? 2019. The artist is Chris Brown. And the name of the song is called Trust Issues, okay? / Going In. So the song goes something like this. I've been working late. You've been on my case. You wish I was better at communication. Lately, you telling me in the truest statements. I find it hard to believe that you love me and only me. I find it hard to see. It's going to be hard for me to give you all of me. You hold it down for me. You get this crown for me. And I don't usually, cause it's new to me, but you got me feeling you. But I got trust issues. Okay. So this song here, is about him loving a girl, but him having trust issues. Okay. So the question is, who got trust issues that you dealing with? Who's operating with this wound of distrust? And don't trust anything that you say, that you're doing. Is it you or is it your person? Okay. But I don't want to say it's common, because that's a gross exaggeration and misrepresentation, but it is common for people to have trust issues in relationships. I mean, the more you date, the more you get out there, the more you deal with people, the more you kind of get skeptical about people's true intentions, right? And their motivations and their agendas and the things that they want from you. So the question is, who business we finna get into? If y'all ready to move on with this, go ahead and put those tea kettles in the chat. Because, baby, we want to know who got trust issues. I've been working late and you've been on my case. You wish I was better at communication. Lately, you've been telling me the truest statements. I find it hard to believe that you love me and only me. I find it hard to see. Okay? So here we go, y'all. Here we go. Now, when understanding energy, it's important to know that the universe speaks to us in abundant of ways, okay? Sometimes it's through signs, synchronicities, numbers, coincidences, conversations. It can be an abundance of ways that Spirit talks to us, all right? It's up to us to be vigilant, to pay attention to what is being said to us when it's being said to us, right? Now, what is the overall energy reading for today? What is the overall energy reading? Jeez, I know it's not the first card out the deck. The land in between. The land in between. I got ready to shuffle. This card came out in my hand. The land in between. Okay? The land in between. So there's a crossroads. There's a gap here. There's a disconnect somewhere. All right? With the land in between. All right? This person could be an earth sign. It could be also a fire sign or a air sign involved in this, right? But there is a disconnect between two people and a way to get to common ground. The question is, how you going to get there? Right? It's only one way. Well, it actually appears to be multiple ways of getting there, right? But there's a path forward for there to be some type of common ground here. All right? But the question then becomes, how you going to get there? How you going to work through this? Like, there's a way forward. There is a path forward, but it just may not be the path that you want to take. It's not going the direction that you want to go in. Okay? Now, what is the overall truth for our soul journey? The land in between. It's about compromise. Okay, it's about compromise and making someone feel comfortable. But it's also about recognizing what other people's triggers are and what other people's wounds are, right? Blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. Okay, this is about blame. Okay, and having to accept responsibility for your overall well-being. All right? It's easy to blame somebody else. It's easy to blame somebody else for what's happening to you. Okay? It's easy to project and blame everybody else for your shortcomings instead of looking at yourself. Right? The man said, I have trust issues. Okay? So there is an acknowledgement that it's like you are weighing on me in a different way. You're pulling me in a different direction that's not common to me. But because I have trust issues, it's hard for me to see and believe, right? In other words, I'm not going to be naive about what this looks like. Okay? Now, this is about you holding space for love. This is about being non-judgment, discernment, and self-acceptance, okay? Holding space for love. Making yourself available to receive love. Going through all of those feelings and emotions in order to receive love. What's the undercurrent here? What's the undercurrent here? Working through your stuff, preparing yourself. All right, Siren's Serenade. Embrace the rhythm of life and let your movements flow with the currents of change. All right? Being open, being willing to receive, being receptive, going with the flow. You know, a lot of times we can't go with the flow because our brain starts going from step 1 to step 99. But it's so much space in between step 1 and step 99, right? You start thinking about marriage when you're not even boyfriend and girlfriend, you know? That happens a lot, right? So, nobody wants to begin with the end in mind, but it's so interesting how when somebody falls into a predicament with someone where it's like you want to be with this person, you have an interest in this person, it's like, okay, I'm interested in this person, I want to be with this person, but I don't want to get hurt. That's the first thing we always say. I don't want to get hurt, right? But honestly, what if it works out for you? Okay, what if it works out for you, right? So it's very much so possible that things can work in your favor. All right, it's very much so possible that things could work out in your favor. All right, so how is it showing up for us in our day-to-day lives? How is it showing up for us in our day-to-day lives? In your bag. In your bag. Okay? In your bag. Somebody, and that's interesting because in the earworm, he talks about working a lot. Okay? In the earworm, in the beginning of the song, he said, I've been working late. You've been on my case. Okay? So it is known that this person has been focused on work. This person has been focusing on getting their money. Right? Not necessarily putting a priority on love. May not necessarily be intentional, but that's what's happening here, right? What is the soul whisper for today? Confidence. Okay, with the sunflower, this is about you having confidence. This is about you coming into receiving. Okay, this is about you coming in and receiving. All right, now, because I like the way that they describe in the messages, I want to read from here what this card means. Let's be honest, y'all. At today's age, how many of you have trust issues? If you know that you have trust issues, just raise your hand in the chat. It's 1:45 in the morning. Ain't nobody got a lot of Takiki. Okay? If you know you got trust issues, just raise your hand in the chat. Okay? Now, confidence. All right? The man who thinks that he can and the man who thinks he can't cannot both be right. That's a quote from Confucius, okay? The man who thinks that he can and the man that thinks he cannot be both right. Okay? Cannot be both right, all right? It says anything that has ever birthed into existence was likely fraught with doubt, uncertainty at some point. But when you reveal part of your soul to others, it is natural to feel some degree of vulnerability and uncertainty, but you must not allow this fear to cause inaction. Okay? Which is just what I just said, right? You must not allow this fear to cause any type of inaction, right? So, which could also put that divide there, right? Okay? Now, in taking your greatest risk, you allow your greatest achievements to flights. Surround yourself with those who support and inspire you. This will help you build your self-confidence and enable you to shine more brightly on your own. When you surround yourself with people who are positive, who chase their dreams and choosing to fulfill paths in their life, you are far more likely to live your own life in the same way. Look at the people around you and ask yourself whether your true self is aligned with the attitudes and behaviors of those individuals. Make adjustments where necessary. Doubt will often be a part of the process. Acknowledge it, embrace it, and ready yourself for the next step. So this is about you building the capacity to believe, self-assurance, being poised and forthright, which is also about you creating space for love. Okay, this is about you creating space. All right. This is also about you overcoming your shyness, being attentive, apprehensive, and or timid, okay? Now, this is about the solar plexus. And the reason why they chose the sunflower is because it constantly readjusts its position in order to face the sun, serving as a reminder that you should always be comfortable and confident with who you are and allow yourself to shine more brightly, okay? This is about you readjusting. Going with the flow. Okay? This is about you adapting. and deciding that I'm not going to give in to this negativity. I'm not about to give in to my fears. Remember what I said? I don't want to get hurt. Well, what if you don't? What if you don't get hurt? What if it works out for you? Right? You never want to put yourself in a position to where you're counting yourself out before you even get started. Have the confidence to say, I'm going to walk in this, and I'm going to walk in this as if nothing's never happened, like I've never been hurt before. Not be naive, but not hyper anticipate negativity either. You understand what I'm saying? So, as we shift to more personal insights, okay, please remember to focus on what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. All right? Remember to focus on what applies to you and leave what doesn't. All right? Okay, vacation. You will soon be traveling soon. Okay, so I don't know if you and your person has been talking about going on trips. Maybe it's time for them to go on a vacation, but we do have vacation here. Okay, which could also be why this person may have been focusing on getting their money together so that they can afford this trip and take you where you need to go and do what you need to do. All right. Trust issues. What is happening here, Spirit? Cuffing season. Single and ready to mingle. Okay. Ready for a relationship, on the hunt. So it's cuffing season. Now, it's not exactly cuffing season in real time. Cuffing season usually starts in the fall and goes through the winter months. And of course, for those of you who are unaware, if you make it to Valentine's Day, then you have won cuffing season, okay? You in a championship, you in the playoffs, okay? Like, you did good if you make it to Valentine's Day. If you make it from August to February, you long-term bae. But some people don't make it. You know, they fall off in between, you know, various places. So, but this is about somebody cuffing, locking you down, okay? You went from single and ready to mingle to I didn't mean to be here with somebody right now, and this is where we are, you know, which is where this person's probably like, you making it hard for me to believe that you only dealing with me and only me. But they also have trust issues, and they're saying that, you know. All right, what is the T? Queen rising, stepping into power, praise, coming up into the spotlight, okay? So somebody got their queen, their crown on, okay? Somebody is over here rising up, all right? They see you for who you are, okay? They're not going to ask you to take off their crown because it makes them feel better. They're not doing that at all, okay? They're not doing that at all. Now, what lies beneath all of this? Game over. I don't know if y'all saw that. I cut the deck. Game over. All right, let's see. That's interesting that card came up because I was just literally thinking about the game over sound effect. Okay. What in the world is this? All right, here we go. 2 cards came flying out. A situation is about to explode. Stuff is about to go up in flames, okay? So it's about to go down. It's about to blow up. It's about to get serious. It's about to go up in flames, okay? This is something that I feel like you didn't anticipate was going to happen at all. This feels like to me a situation that has come and caught you completely off guard. Then we also got this card, okay? So I don't know if maybe the person who's been in here, maybe the feminine energy here, been spending a whole lot of time here because they're single, okay? But that could be the case, right? Now, when we look into the broken mirror, what do we see? When we look into the broken mirror, what do we see? Controversy, drama, scandal, truth coming out. Okay? There's some controversy here. There's some drama here. There's something happening here. Okay? Something's going on here. Something somebody don't want to hear. They already got trust issues. All right. What's the true crime here? What's going on here? What's the true crime? The cover-up card was here. I'm going to keep that out because I don't know why that was flipped over. And it's another one that's here flipped over too. Power supply. Okay. All right. Somebody's taking up somebody's energy. What in the world is going on? Why are all the cards flipping over? Wedding, marriage, and water. Oh boy. Don't the plot like to thicken on us? Boy, dang. What in the world is going on? Somebody married? Getting married? Yeah, family just came out. All right, so I just pulled several cards here, okay? Now, it's very, very, very interesting. Very, very, very interesting energy, okay? Now, the first card that was flipped over in the deck is this power supply. Okay, we got power supply. I mean, not power supply. This is the cover up. Then power supply came out. Okay, so somebody's putting a whole lot of energy into covering this up. All right. We also got wedding, marriage, and family. Okay, wedding, marriage, and family. This person could be a water sign, y'all. The other person in this could be a water sign. All right. Oh, child. We got drama, scandal. Oh, Lord. I'm just going to put these cards down here for now. Okay. What was the card that I pulled? I forgot. What family was the card that I pulled. Okay. All right. We got a lot. Listen, look, look, I went to go pick, I swear y'all, I went to go pick these cards up because they was kind of like hanging on my next deck. And when I picked it up, this card was right there, a couple. Oh, my lamb. The earworm for today is Trust Issues by Chris Brown. I've been working late. You've been on my case. You wish I was better at communication. Lately, you've been telling me the truest statements. I find it hard to believe that you love me and only me. I find it hard to see. It's going to be hard for me to give you all of me. You hold it down for me. You get this crown for me. And I usually don't because it's new to me. But I think I'm feeling you and I got trust issues. I got trust issues. So that was the earworm. And now we got all these cards coming out talking about somebody being married with a family. And what in the world is going over? What is happening this morning? Okay, what is happening? Now, what is the true emotion here? What is going on here? We got controversy, drama, truth coming out. Oh, geez. Let me find out somebody ain't really what they supposed to be. Let me find out somebody over here lying about being married, telling somebody they working all the time. Jesus. All right. True emotion here. No string. Shut the front door. Listen, I cannot make this skid up. No strings. Y'all gonna get sick of me today. Y'all gonna get sick of me today. but I can't help it. What is going on? Whose business is this?
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
I ain't even got to the signs yet. Oh my gosh. This is dramatic. What is blocking this relationship from moving forward? This is messy. Messy. All right, what is going on here? What is blocking this from going? Hard to get. You are missing out on opportunities by playing hard to get. Give someone a chance. I don't know if I want to give somebody a chance with this. Maybe I should be playing hard to get. All right. Is there any love in this? Is there any love in this relationship? Like, what is happening today? The tea is hot this morning, okay? I mean, that explains why it woke me up at 12:45. There are so many feelings I want to share with you, but I'm shy about opening up. This is about them holding secrets. Somebody is definitely holding secrets, y'all. All right, y'all. Let's look at this. Because this don't make no god doggone mother-loving sense. This is too much. Too much. How you going on a vacation and you hold married? I mean, make it make sense.
What?
All right. So let's see what we got here. Person A. Person with trust issues. I'm going to say the person with trust issues has been single. They getting ready for cuffing season. They single, ready to mingle, ready for a relationship and on the hunt. Okay. I feel like they've been working on themselves. Okay. So they got their queen rising. Okay. So definitely feminine energy. All right. Queen rising. Stepping into power, praise, coming up into the spotlight. They used to cuffing season. They getting ready for cuffing season. Right. But they got a situation that's about to explode. It's about to pop off. It's about to go in flames, okay? It's about to go up in flames. They got a lot of controversy, a lot of drama, a lot of scandal, a lot of truth that's starting to come out, okay? They also been playing hard to get. All right, they've been playing hard to get. Actually, I'm going to move that and put that here. Yeah. All right. They may even be saying they don't want no strings attached because they got trust issues, okay? Now, all right. Person B. I don't know where this come into play. But person B. I feel like person B is going through extremes. Probably hell or high water. That's probably what this is. Going through hell and high water to cover up the fact that they ass is married. Whole couple. Okay? A whole couple. You a whole couple. You was married, man. Doggone it. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. You going through hell and high water to cover up the fact that your ass is married. Whole couple. Got a damn family over here. Putting all your energy into that. Putting all your energy into lying. Telling this person over here you want to go to the vacation. Talking about you got all these feelings, all these secrets, things that you want to tell this person. Yeah, you got a whole lot of secrets, all right. You married, man. Married. Married like hell.
Hey, Stu, your rent's due, motherfucker.
Oh, but the truth is coming out. The truth is coming out, y'all. Listen, listen, listen. If y'all ready to get into this, okay? If y'all ready to get into this, y'all, I need y'all to go ahead. I mean, like, for real. The tea is hot today, okay? If y'all ready to get into this, I need y'all to go ahead and put those magnifying glasses in the chat. Because it is time for us to get ready to zoom in and figure out whose business this is. What the hell is going on? We all want to know who over here lying to somebody else, telling them you ain't even telling the truth. You married, man. You whole committed in a whole doggone relationship with somebody else. Here we go. The earworm said, where is it? He go, I just want the truth. You won't hurt my feelings. No, just tell me the truth. I'm not the only one you dealing with. Boy, I swear. Chris Brown. Christopher Maurice Brown. God dog it. Too many cards, okay? Now, whose business is this? Show me who person A is. All right, person A is coming in as a earth sign, okay? As an earth sign. They're coming in as a 2 of Pentacles. If you or your person is a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, go ahead and drop the earth sign emojis in the chat. I do my readings for Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. And we have a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Go ahead and drop that Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn earth sign down in the chat. All right? You're coming in right now with multiple priorities, time management, adaptability, and balancing decisions. All right? Damn, this came flying over. We got Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio coming in as the 3 of Cups. This is about celebrations, friendships, collaboration, creativity. All right? Community, happiness. Also could represent third parties if it was in reverse, but it wasn't. Okay? So, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. If you or your person is a water sign, go ahead and put that water sign in the chat. We have earth and water signs this morning. Earth and water signs, okay? Oh, child. And honest to God, I'm going to reverse these roles because it feels like this is the person. Person B is the person juggling these things with priorities. Somebody was happy. Person A, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, you was happy. Thought you found the love of your life. Was trying to go with the flow, trying to talk yourself into it, trying to believe that everything was all warm and fuzzy until you found out that this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, married, lying over here married. If they ain't married, they get married. Okay, they get married. Oh, this low down monkey with a wig on. Whoo, Lord. Listen, I was not ready for this morning. Y'all about to get sick of me. But if y'all ready to get into this reading, I need you to go ahead and put your wine glasses, your coffee cups, your water bottle, whatever beverage you drinking this morning. Go ahead and put that in the chat. Because somebody married, but they husband single. The wife married, but the husband single. All right, y'all ready to get into this? Here we go. Ironically, Chris Brown is also a earth sign. He's a Taurus. Okay. Now, what is going on with my water and earth signs? Water and earth signs. I told y'all when we pulled the land between, I said this person could be an earth sign. Okay. We also got the in your bag, which represents a tree. All right. Now, what is going on with my water and my earth signs? All right, y'all. Here we go. Person A. Person A. I feel like person A, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, you have worked so hard to get to this place that you're in now. Yeah. You had your heart broken. Okay. Your overall energy, you had your heart broken. All right. You've been holding on to a person from your past, which is possibly why you have trust issues. Okay. Because things with this situation came out against you, and this left you feeling very desolate, very broken, very, very disturbed, very, very upset. Right. So this is what's facilitating this lack of trust in relationships, because you've had your heart broken. Okay, you was sitting up here hoping, wishing, praying for this person to return. They never came back. All right. Now those two cards fell out, so that's why I took them. Now, currently, you got the Strength card here. Okay, you got the Strength card here. Again, you have been doing everything that you possibly can do to try to put yourself in a position where you are comfortable with getting back out there on the market. Okay? Like, if you've been through the things that some of these earth signs, water signs have been through, you wouldn't dare want to be in anything serious with anybody, right? It takes strength and it takes courage to put yourself out there. Okay? Which is possibly why that song Trust Issues came up. It's hard for me to believe that you want me and only me. It's hard for me to believe that at this fine age of your sexiness, that I'm the only person you dealing with. You know how it go. You know how when you meet somebody, you collecting information. I mean, that's the point of dating, right? You're collecting data, right? So anything that they do is almost like a red flag for you, because it's like, You're looking at everything under the magnifying glass. Okay, you're looking at everything underneath the magnifying glass. All right, and rightfully so. So what you're doing right now is you're in the spirit and the flow of, you're in the energy of, let me put myself out there and go with the flow, but let me not overthink it. Okay, let me focus on taking responsibility for who I am, but also let me not be with judgment. Let me have discernment, and let me have that self-acceptance. Let me create a space for love. Let me have the confidence that I need to put myself out there. So this, whatever you were going through prior to meeting this person, was something that happened to make you a stronger person. Okay, it changed how you think from the inside out. Okay, it changed how you think from the inside out. Okay, now, person B, this mother trucker over here. Person B, you came in with the Two of Wands in reverse. Okay, I feel like person B has considered walking away from the person that they actually in a relationship with. And I know that that's a lot to digest, but this is what I'm getting. Okay. They've been putting a whole lot of effort and energy into this situation. With this Two of Pentacles here, these doggone earth signs, boy. I'm trying to tell you, y'all be kicking shit, boy.
I'm not afraid to say it.
All right. So, earth signs. This is messy. Why do I get the impression that this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio and this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn had something prior to this marriage? Did y'all know this person beforehand and then they got married to somebody else and you didn't know it? Like some kind of way, this feels like a spin the block type of situation. Like maybe y'all knew each other prior to now. And then for some reason, the cards done align so y'all can get back in with each other. Y'all tried to run it back. Well, the reason why I'm saying that is because when you look at the Two of Wands, right? One hand is on one wand and the other one is being left behind, okay? Now, granted, the card came in reverse. I feel like this person made a decision to marry somebody else. And the specific reason why I'm saying that is because we have marriage/wedding, okay? So it feels like this person got married to somebody else. They've been dating this person for a long time with this couple card. And they may have a family with this person. They may have had kids with this person. So what I'm saying is it feels like this was an older relationship to this person. This wasn't a new boo with them. It feels like they went ahead to quote unquote do the right thing. And they married this person. And now it feels like they have regrets.
Huh.
I want y'all to put down in the chat, are you resonating with person A or B? Remember, the energy can be inverted, okay? So just because I'm talking from the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio perspective doesn't mean that you're not the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn that found out that the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio was the one that's married, okay? So it can be inverted. But I want you to write down in the chat, are you person A or person B? Jesus. Ain't nobody judging you. I want you to tell me, where do you see yourself playing into this dynamic? How is this working out for you? Like, what are you feeling? Okay? What are you going through right now? Now, what is favorable about this situation? Shh. I was not expecting this. All right, what is favorable about this situation? You got the Knight of Swords in reverse. All right. What is favorable about this situation is that things came to a screeching halt in this relationship. I don't know why it came to a screeching halt, but it was like everything was good. And then all of a sudden, it just started getting crazy, going wayward. It felt like things were coming together and things were getting very progressive, very fast. And it feels like, because I'm going to be honest with you, we know elementally that these earth signs need water for growth. Okay? Earth needs water for growth. And so it feels like when you guys came together, it just clicked. It just worked. Okay? Everything came together and it was a beautiful connection. It was everything that you wanted. But it also feels like at the same time, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio was like, whoa, 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 I'm going to need you to pump your brakes here. I'm not looking for nothing too serious. I just want to have a good time. I'm single, ready to mingle. Now, if a relationship comes about, cool. But that's not what my focus on. That's not what my energy is. Like, I'm cool with being single. I don't have to rush into anything sexual. Okay? I'm used to being single. I go to the store if that's what I need to do, right? But it's this kind of, I need you to pump your brakes, right? But then it's also like, okay, hold on. I realize that this is like my wound of distrust, the things from the past that are coming back to bite me. So I need to let go of my fear of moving forward in this relationship because I'm afraid to get hurt. I need to open myself up. But it's really your intuition guiding you and telling you, like, bro, hold on. Do not press go. Okay? All right? It's like, you know, slow down here. Slow down. Okay? That's what's favorable here. Let me ask you this. What signs were you getting from the universe that you should not be in a hurry to move forward with this? Were you getting some type of inklings that something about this situation ain't right? Have you started seeing patterns that were pointing you in a direction to cause alarm or cause concerns? All right. Now, what is consequential and or problematic about this connection? Got the Page of Cups in reverse. It feels like to me all of a sudden things was progressive, and then when it stopped, you may have stopped getting the flattery, right? The words of affirmation, the words of validation, the words of confirmation. You know how people try to build up your confidence to let you know that you feel safe here? It may started changing, right? It may have started changing. And the earworm, he talks about communication. Okay. So he says, you've been on my case. You wish I was better at communicating. Okay. You're not hearing what you need to be hearing. You're not feeling what you need to be feeling. You're not seeing what you need to be seeing. Okay. Like all of the signs are here. All of the signs are here. This person has completely stopped flattering you. They went from being super complimentary to acting like you getting on their nerves. You know, y'all know how this go. Y'all, listen, don't y'all look at me like this, because y'all know how this go. When somebody getting caught up in doing way too much, they start reneging on the things that attract you to them. For example, they tell you they're gonna hang out with you, and then they don't show up.
Really?
I'm sorry.
Really? What time was you supposed to be here?
I'm only like 5 minutes behind.
5 minutes is a little bit too late, honey. I got somewhere to be. I got an appointment.
Or maybe they thought they told you something. Y'all know how this goes. What they tell you, well, I told you. You ain't tell me nothing.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them.
You understand? They starting to backpedal because it's too much to keep up. The demands of their personal life, this is where this juggling is coming in. They trying to balance you with a wife and children. It's almost like, when do you have time for all of this? So when I tell you, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, your spider webs is going off. That intuition is going in. You know what's going on. You just can't put your finger on it. You understand? You just can't put your finger on it. It's like it's something going on in this situation, and it's not making sense to me. But Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, you over here like,
shut up! That is so stupid.
If you got married to somebody else, why are you still dealing with me? Why are you still coming around me? They're going through hell and high water to cover up the fact that they got married. They may have even told their partner that they're picking up extra shifts at work so that they can create space and time to spend with you. Are they time boxing you? Y'all know what that is, right? When you spend time with somebody, but they only keep you to 2 or 3 hours. Like you never get a full day with them. They come, they see you for a couple hours here and there. So like, ladies, let me tell you what men do. You might be the AM girl. They might take you to breakfast and lunch. They spend 2 or 3 hours with you. Then they go rotate to the afternoon girl. 2, 3 hours with her. And then they get prepared for who they gonna spend the night with, right? And they stay with that person. The person that they stay with the most is the person that they like the most. Okay? It's a real thing. It's a real thing. Okay? You can check on those patterns and see, you know, like where you're falling in this, you know, because the person who really like you, they trying to suck up all your time. You know, I'm trying to tell you, they suck up all your time. Somebody want to talk on the phone all day. Like it's too much, right? Which goes back to this balancing. Somebody out the rotation want to text all day. Somebody else want to talk all day. It's too much. It becomes a power struggle. Okay? It becomes a power struggle. And this poor Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio has no idea right now that it's about to go down. Now, what is this about to take? What is this trying to teach you? You walking around here, okay, acting like you don't see the signs with this high priestess in reverse. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, you naturally have an innate way of picking up and seeing things and sensing things. Your intuition has been talking to you and telling you, pause. Something ain't right, girl.
Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no.
But instead of you, okay, instead of you taking a minute to stop and to think, you still pursuing and going full speed ahead. Your spirit team, your spirit guides are sitting over here telling you make better choices, and you keep saying, okay. And you keep moving forward. You starting to see the signs. They inconsistent with communication. Telling you they gonna do something, they don't do it. Said they told you something, didn't tell you. But I can promise you, they still making time to come over there and drop off that premium steak. Okay? They got time for that. But they don't have time for the other part of the relationship that they were supposed to be giving you. Okay? So the truth is about to come out. It's a lot of controversy, a lot of scandal. And the sad part is it really feels like this earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, didn't even try to hide it. It feels like they ain't even trying to hide it. Okay? Now, what do you need to do to heal? The screeching halt is here with the Chariot in reverse. It's time for you to put a pause to this. Okay? Stop trying to move forward with something that you know is not right. Have you gotten any signs that this person was cheating or not single, I should say? It feels like you saw something. It feels like you saw something. Now, I got to tell y'all, this is what I love. I love being in the car with people and they get a phone call and the Bluetooth, the Bluetooth picks up in the car. and how it puts on the screen who's calling. Did you see a phone call coming in? I feel like somebody saw a phone call coming in. And you put 2 and 2 together with that. Because I'm telling you, it's so funny. People forget. When you in a car with somebody, they forget that the screen pops up and tells you who's calling. And I don't care who you are. I don't care what you're doing. You're not intentionally looking. But when it just pop up, your eyes naturally gravitate towards that screen. So I feel like somebody saw a phone call coming in. And that's what kind of like triggered your brain to think that maybe it was something going on there that possibly should not be going on. Okay? Now, what do you need to do? Oof. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, you got to get out your feelings about this. You have got to get out your feelings about this. It feels like you're so emotionally attached to this person. They did give you a little spark. They did give you a little joy. They did give you a little bit of fun and spontaneity, right? They brought something to your life that was a little bit missing. But I think had you known that you were being preyed upon, I don't think you would have did this. You had no idea that this was coming through to you. But now that you know, oh, I feel like you finna confront this person. If you didn't confront them already, you're about to confront them. There's a confrontation here. And I'm telling you it's here because we got these 2 cards back to back. A situation's about to explode. Shit's about to pop off. We also got controversy, which is drama, scandal, and truth coming out. Somebody's getting confronted here. Yep. Shh. Shut the front door. Listen. Somebody in this situation the truth is coming out. There's a whole lot of deceit here. And once the truth starts coming out, this person is getting Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, you coming in real bitchy, going off, heartless, no compassion, going in. Okay, going straight off as you should. Because in all of this, it's like, bro, what the? Like, it's going down. Okay, like this is so explosive. Okay, this is so explosive. Ooh, who was petty enough to look the name up on Facebook? Somebody found out what the person's name was and looked them up on Facebook. And that's how you found out. All this time you've been thinking that this is just a baby mom. Nah, this ain't just your average baby mom, baby father. You thought that they was a little bit too close, only to find out
My wife.
This person put all their energy going through hell and hot water to cover up the fact that they married. Got a whole family over here. Got a whole family over here. Put all their energy into it. And here's the thing that's disturbing. I don't feel like this person, y'all don't wear condoms when y'all have sex. Like this person got you so comfortable with them that you are more comfortable with this person than what you should. And you've been trusting this person in multiple different ways. So to find out that this person is not only married, but that they have been with you in ways that they shouldn't have been with you. Like, this is huge.
Oh, hell no.
All they had to do was tell the truth. Remember, that's what he said. Just tell me the truth. I'm not the only one you dealing with. Remember, he said that. Just tell me the truth. I'm not the only one you dealing with. Going through extremes. Trying to hide it. And the thing is, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, you didn't want nothing serious. Like, that's the crazy part. This person, I'm not going to say coerced you, but they definitely applied pressure. I don't know if y'all sex life was so dynamic that that's kind of like what convinced them to like apply pressure towards you. But whatever it was, this person knew the whole time they were engaged and about to be married to somebody else. Child. I told you. This person is over here crying out their heart, crying out their soul, and you over here like, spare me. Cry me a river, build a bridge, and get over it. You're hurt, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You're more so upset with this person because this person knew what your traumas were. This person knew what your sore spots were. They knew. They knew exactly how to get to you. And they weaponized the things that you told them in private against you. Like, they literally took the things that you told them. You know, that's what we have to stop oversharing, right? We have to stop oversharing. Because women, when we or feminine energy, I should say, when you like somebody, you think you're building rapport by creating space and being vulnerable with people. And you think that when you're sharing and being transparent and forthcoming and honest, you think that you're establishing a safe space with somebody so that you can come together and have a closeness. But people tend to weaponize, and I'm not just going to say masculine energy, that's a people thing, right? People use that against you. They will take your wounds and throw it up in your face. And you got to decide. What you gonna do? So this person literally took everything that you was telling them and used it against you. They made you feel like they had something to offer. They made you feel like they were being sincere. They told you they was working all the time. Just like they told their wife they was working all the time. Had you over here planning trips that they knew good and doggone well they weren't going to never be able to go on.
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
Okay? Had you planning a whole vacation knowing good and doggone well they weren't going to be able to go. Had you living a whole fantasy, a whole lie, a whole something. that they thought that you was being gullible and naive. But Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, you were not wrong. Let me be clear. You were not wrong in how you were feeling. You're not wrong in what you were thinking. This person was not just calling you a friend. Well, they wouldn't have called you like that, but you would have called them like that, right? It's just not that. This person represented themselves as a partner, as a boyfriend, as a girlfriend. Okay? They're single, but their wife is married. All it took was for a little investigation on your behalf. You got that clue of that phone call, and you done went and got on the computer and looked up and verified. You done went in full detective mode. Got enough information so that you can confront this person and all the bullshit that they've been telling you. Because let's be clear, what this person has been telling you, they've been selling you a dream. And even though you didn't want to admit it, they got to confess. Because what you saw on that computer, there is no way that they can deny it.
There are multiple video evidence, social media evidence.
And see, this is what your intuition was telling you. Your intuition was telling you. The mysteries were being revealed. The things that you couldn't see with the naked eye was coming through. To have to come to the conclusion that the person that you've been talking to for the last 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 months has been lying.
All a bunch of bullshit.
What do you do? What do you do? Understanding that you can't proceed to move forward. There's nowhere to go from this. This person has been 1 foot in, 1 foot out of their relationship the whole time that they've been married to this person. The whole time. Coming towards you. And for what? For what? What you coming over here for? So now that you finally have found out the truth and you confronting them on their skit, all they could do is look at you like a deer in headlights.
Down.
What can you say? It is what it is. It is what it is. But for some reason, they think that they can just sit up here and continue to lie.
I can explain.
Ain't nothing to explain, boo. It's time to move around. You've been fighting it. Been fighting it. Feel like a real asshole, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, because you knew. You knew. And you just wanted to trust and believe that this person would not do this to you. But you saw it. You saw it.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
Collecting red flags. You knew. And now you're so frustrated that you didn't walk away from this when you should have walked away from this.
The lies.
There you
the
go.
lies.
This bitch.
The
I'm
lies.
telling you.
You believed it. You don't know how to move on from this. Like, this was devastating. This is devastating. You feel weak. You feel disempowered. Because you believed what this person had to tell you. And don't let them suck you into the lie of believing, oh, we going through a divorce. Because that ain't true either. It ain't true. They keep telling you that they're doing something, but it's not true. And the sad part is, this is how they suck you in.
Oh man, not again.
You didn't want to be in this situation. You was out here thinking you was getting ready to have a hot girl summer, about to live your best life. You didn't ask for this. But this is what happens when people come from dishonest spaces. This person lacks character, integrity. Their morals, values, and beliefs are compromised. I don't know what is so difficult about you understanding that. How you gonna ask a liar to tell you the truth? You have every reason to feel the way that you feel. You were suckered. Coercion is a strong word to use, so I don't want to say that here. But you were disempowered from making decisions had you been knowledgeable of the full truth. And this person felt comfortable and confident to continue to go through with this, knowing that they was dealing with somebody else. They had no business being in the streets when they met you or came back across you. Because I definitely feel like this was a relationship that you've known before. You've known this person before. That's what makes the dagger in your heart so devastating. They're definitely gone through hell and hot water to cover this up. And the question is, like, I mean, we've seen it. We've all talked on the post show about how The Bachelor, man be up here talking about he in love with 2 different women. So men can do it all the time.
Try it.
But the fact that this person went through this level of extreme, you cannot be married and be in love with somebody else. I know you can, but you can't. In this instance, you cannot. We are drawing the mother effing line. We are drawing it. If you that unhappy with your marriage that you got to go outside to find somebody else to be in love with them, you need to go to counseling and go do whatever you got to do. Because ain't nobody asked to be in this situation. But you put me here, and then you want to think that you get the right to tell me that I have no space to be angry?
Oh, the ghetto.
What do you mean by that? You're telling me that I have no way of saying this is something that I didn't ask for. You had no right to put me in this situation that is going to compromise my dignity, my values, and compromise who I am. You dropped the bomb on me, baby, and then you think that I'm going to be okay? Not at all. This is too much. If y'all ready to find out what's going to happen next, I need y'all to put the paper, pen, notebook emojis in the chat, because it is time for us to figure out how this story going to end. All right? Paper, pen, notebook emojis. Here we go. All right. Now, when we talk about potential final outcome, I say potential because nobody can predict free will. Okay? I may be telling you what's going on, and you could be like, oh, hell no. And you go and confront this person, and you make it worse. Okay? So it's a plethora of things that can happen, right? I can only tell you what the energy says. You can take what you want to do with it, but I'm just telling you what the energy says. Okay? Now, I'm upset for you. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, you got big pressure. And the question is, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Here we go. Okay, they may be talking about getting a divorce. Okay? They may be actually being sincere when they talking about getting a divorce. Okay? And remember, I told you in the very beginning, I felt like they were trying to get out of this anyway. So they could be honest when they say that they're thinking about getting a divorce. They could be telling the truth. Okay, they could be. But what I'm telling you is, don't put your hat on that. Don't sit around and wait for this man to sign the papers. Divorces don't move quickly.
Absolutely not. Child, absolutely not.
Now, the thing is that divorces are emotional. Okay? Things get all difficult. People get confused. One minute they want to be with their spouse, the next minute they don't. Like, it's just... I wouldn't wait for that. And the reason why I'm telling you that is too, because the Three of Swords and the Four of Pentacles came out. Okay. So they got a lot of deep feelings that they're being honest with themselves about. Okay. And holding on to their thoughts. All right. They realized that they were wrong in their actions by stepping out. Okay. They're heartbroken about that. But they're never going to tell you, and they're never going to tell the person that they're with how wrong they are for their actions. That's something they're going to take with them to the grave. Okay? They know that they know they weren't right, and they know that they ain't been skit.
Another one.
Okay? They're never going to come clean, so I don't care how much you go around here asking them 99 questions, they're never going to admit the truth.
I want you to answer my question.
They're never going to tell the truth. Okay? They're never going to tell the truth. With this King of Cups, they are stressed out. They over here trying to relax, but stressed out. I just told y'all that. This person may drink a lot of Hennessy too. Stressed. Trying to play it cool, but they are very stressed. They trying to weigh out all their decisions. Trying to make the right choices. Okay? Knowing that it's cheaper to keep her. They may have just filed divorce just to level the playing field. That's even with the strategy, okay? That's even with the strategy. I think they may have filed just to file for the divorce, but I don't think that they really mean it. I think they did that to like cover up. Again, I told y'all this person has gone through hell and high water. They have put a lot of effort and a lot of energy into covering their infidelity up. So just like they did it for you, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, they're doing it for their wife too. Okay? Going through the motions, but not really trying to leave. They've done this before. They've cheated on this person before. Remember I told you, they've been dealing with this person for a long time. A long time. They probably never wanted to marry this person to begin with. I'm just being honest. They probably dragged that out too. That person probably kept complaining. And they just went ahead and went through it just to get them to shut up.
Bruh.
Yeah. But don't you be naive. Don't you be naive about this, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Take your L and move on. Take your L and move on. Yep. This ain't what you think it is. Okay? You over here thinking, oh, this could be my soulmate. This could be my dream partner. Girl, let this man go. Your true love will never treat you like this.
I know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no gas in it.
This person, had they had their way, they would have kept you in this love triangle. That doesn't mean they don't have feelings for you, because they absolutely do. We already discovered that. But you see what this card says right here? It says secret at the bottom. You see what it say? Secret. They never was going to tell you the truth. They was going to play both of y'all for as long as they could. I want to know, why were they cheating? That's what I want to know. Why was this person cheating? Really? Okay, they might have fallen out of love with this person. With the Page of Cups in reverse. They didn't know how to tell this person they fell out of love with them. It wasn't what they thought it was going to be. They felt pressured. Yeah. They felt pressure with that Tower card. Okay? This was not the fantasy that they was thinking it was going to be. All right? They felt the pressure. They felt the pressure. And they didn't know how to continue to move forward. They felt trapped. They felt stuck. Okay? They felt stuck. But remember, I told y'all from the very beginning, I felt like they were trying to figure out a way out of this. They were trying to get out of it. Yep. Hurt, devastated, upset, angry, disappointed that they went through with this. Hurt. I still go back to the fact that I think that I swear I feel like Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, you knew this person before. This is not a stranger. Y'all had like a little fling connection before. They thought you was gonna never leave. That's what that was. Did y'all used to date before and then this person, you kind of like went your own separate way from this person? And like out of a compromise, they got married to this other person, the baby's mom, the baby's father. They definitely thought you was never going nowhere. And they were hurt about that. Oh, child. Jesus. They tried to cope with your loss by running into something with somebody else. That's why they weren't happy. They tried to leave and go on with somebody else, trying to find happiness with somebody else because they was mad that you left. This is what's making a lot of conflict. This is what's making a lot of conflict. Y'all spend a lot of time arguing about this too. Which is why you didn't want to take them serious to begin with. Y'all had a history. Angels, what messages do you have for this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio dealing with the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in this reading? New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Well, we know that. That's what we've been talking about all this time. You had a new love come out of this situation. You was outside. This person, neither one of y'all are new to this person. Not the wife or the husband, and not the side piece. Romeo and Juliet, not marriage being down here at the bottom of the deck. It says wedlock, matrimony, wedding, wedlock. Romeo and Juliet, what messages do you have for this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio dealing with this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn? Forced marriage, loss of freedom, excessive interference. So they may have felt forced to this marriage. And what I mean by forced is they likely was dealing with the baby mom and she started putting pressure there. I told you they had pressure here too. So they felt like they had to make an impulsive decision. And they went ahead and just did it because they had to do it.
It's all right, Mama.
That's why they always been trying to get out of this. They felt pressured to committing. That's why they've never been committed. That's why they've always been one foot in and one foot out with the way that they feel about it. This is exhaustive. You felt forced, but you did it. You felt forced, but you wasn't forced. Why does it feel like they did this to avoid child support? Jeez. I was asking the question in my mind whether or not this was a soulmate connection or not, because I'm trying to understand what is the connection. Why do y'all keep spinning the block and keep coming back and forth to each other? Why don't y'all just let each other go? And the Empress card came out in reverse. Now the Empress is a yes card. However, it came out in reverse. Selfish, impatient, depending on others, inaction, lack of concentration, indecisive, overwhelmed, anxiety, and infidelity. Okay? So it is a soulmate connection. But they also have always been indecisive. And that's that Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. That's earth energy. Okay? This person, they don't know who they are. They don't know who they are. They don't know what they want. And then instead of them spending time to get to know who they are so that they can be their best self, they're dragging other people in on their nonsense. They need healing. But instead, they're looking for love in all the wrong places.
Who gives a shit?
Wow. What is the naked truth here, Spirit? What is the naked truth? Y'all be wondering, y'all be thinking I'm mean because I have such a distrust for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But now y'all see why. All right. So two things came. I'm not happy in my current situation. I'm miserable without you. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing that came out was I was hiding my true feelings for you because I'm scared of commitment and I don't want to lose freedom. So this is why they've always been indecisive. This is why they have always been freaking indecisive. They never wanted to be in either situation. Remember, I told y'all they felt pressured. They felt pressured. Now you want to tell everybody it's a forced marriage. You were scared that they was going to walk away and file child support. That's what this was all about. Now, they was probably walking away because they was sick of you playing these games. Remember, I told you, neither party of this is a new person. So, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, you knew this person ahead of time, ran into them somewhere, reconnected, got into this mess. The person that they married was a person they've been knowing a long time too. Hiding my true feelings from you because I was scared of commitment and I didn't want to lose lose my freedom. But we already knew that this was something else. They always had feelings for you. But you see, it says secret. There are so many feelings I want to share with you, but I'm shy about opening up. They always felt this way about you. But they can never get off the pot long enough to come forward. So they playing the same game with you that they always been playing with you, except for now they got to play the game with you because they married. This is craziness.
What?
This is insanity. This is literally insanity. Because you got somebody that's here who wants to have their cake and eat it too. How do you marry somebody that you're not in love with and then punish them for your decision? Men marry for security too. They were trying to avoid child support. This person that they married was been tired of their stuff. And they thought if they got married, it was going to magically change. But it reignited. Once they came across you, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, that revalidated the fact that they're not happy in this marriage. They knew that before, but now they really know. And this was not the right thing to do either. What are some thoughts that this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio has? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay. They use their material ways to mask their true self. They've been wanting love for quite some time. Okay? They've been wanting love for quite some time. They were playing hard to get to try to keep people like you out. Or people like earth signs out. Okay? What are some thoughts that this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn has towards this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio? I hid my true identity from you. Listen. What did I just tell y'all? They went through hell and high water to keep this from you. Hell and high water. Okay? Hell and high water. What's the hidden truth about this connection? What is the hidden truth about this connection? Your love is the melody that softly plays in the background of my life. Okay? I'm telling you, they've been knowing you for quite some time. This ain't a new love. It's new because it just became progressive, but y'all have known each other for quite some time. And they hid their true feelings towards you. When you walked away from them the first time, they were not expecting that. That left them devastated. They couldn't believe that you left. That made them feel so disempowered. Oh, God. When they thought about marriage, they always thought about marrying you first, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But when you went your own separate way, they got caught up in a whole situation where somebody else had a baby with them. And then they felt forced to marry them. But right before they got married to this person, they came back across you again. But they didn't have the heart to tell you. They did not have the heart to tell you. What shadow work does this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio need to work on during this time? Projection. Seek the truth within before pointing fingers. So again, this is about blame. Okay, we already talked about blame. Taking responsibility for your well-being. Okay, so blame is on this card too. This is about you overcoming blame, deflection, and accusation. Okay, stop trying to project the fact that you ignored all of your intuition and the warning signs. What shadow work should this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn be working on at this time? Obsession. Release those chains of thoughts and free your mind. This is about you overcoming fixation, compensation, and preoccupation. They have been in their own head about everything all this time. They still in their head. If you want out, just get out. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, they're not going to leave. They going to keep telling you that they're getting a divorce, but they're not. So it's super best, super imperative, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, that you don't even get yourself caught up in this where you even thinking that you stand a chance. This person right here is so full of malarkey, it don't make no sense. It's going to blow up in their face. It's going to crumble. It is going to crumble. But they also are going to have to learn how to shit or get off the pot. And it's that frank. It's that simple. It's that blunt. They sitting over here procrastinating, just sitting around here thinking that if they don't do anything at all, and you are equally at fault for this, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, you too are not taking action. Both of y'all over here thinking that if you don't do anything that you're winning. But to know the truth and not do the right thing is still the wrong thing to do. Neither one of y'all want to let this go. This is so karmic, it's not even funny. What is the overall shadow for this relationship? Serene. As enchanting as it is, the reflection in the water, it can lure your soul to the depths where illusions falter. As enchanting as it is, the reflection in the water, it can allure your soul to the depths where illusions falter. Y'all both are disillusioned. You keep on going back towards something that you think is there. You're putting yourself into this mental agony. To know to do the right thing and don't do the right thing. Both of y'all got some explaining to do.
You sound insane. Do you realize that? You should be medicated.
You mad at him, he mad at you. Blaming the wife. Blaming everybody else but yourself. This is so disgusting. All because you mad, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you're mad that they left you before. Probably because you wasn't talking about nothing then. Dragging your feet, taking your sweet, precious time, playing mental mind games.
I don't like you. I don't like you at all.
And then you wondering why they moved on in the first place. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You cannot have your cake and eat it too. So let me ask you this question. What you gonna do? Both of you. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You have free power to decide what you're going to do. Either you're going to keep on playing this game with this person. And let's be honest, I don't care about what feelings they tell you that they got for you. They are never, do you hear me? They are never going to commit to you in the way that you think that they're going to commit to you. It's an illusion. Oh, child, I'm getting out of this business. Does this outcome align with what y'all was expecting? How y'all feeling out there? Like, what are you feeling like? What are your emotions? What are your thoughts? Like, talk to me. Let me know. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Pisces Tarot experience. Okay? If you enjoyed this reading, please don't forget to subscribe and to become a part of my growing YouTube community. You can find me here at Mimi Lightseer and keep an eye out for more engaging content coming your way. Remember, this reading is here whenever you may feel like you need a little bit of guidance. So you can save it and replay it at any point in time that you guys feel like you want to come back and listen to it again. All right, it's here for you. Make sure that you drop a comment in the section below because I love to hear from you. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what resonated with you. And if you enjoyed today's session, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Okay? Folks watching behind the scenes on TikTok, I'm telling you, go follow me on YouTube. The TikTok negotiations have stalled. Okay? So if you want to be a part of the community and never miss a reading, make sure you follow me on YouTube. All right? Now, if you would like to do a personal reading with me, don't hesitate to reach out. I am booking only at PiSeasTarot.com, okay? I will never reach out to you to do a reading, okay? So let's be honest. Let's be clear. I will never reach out to you. Those are frauds, okay? Fraudsters, all right? Scammers, all right? They just want you to put some money on their green card, whatever they call those things, those green dot cards, whatever. Anyhow. I want to give a huge thank you to everyone who joined the conversation today. A warm welcome to all of my new subscribers. And thank you to everybody who gifted me not only your time, your talent, but your treasure, okay? Remember, everybody is fighting a battle that you cannot see. So be kind and gentle with others. As much as you are yourself, how people treat you is not your business, but how you respond is. Remember to leave a little bit of love everywhere you go today. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.